You're here live at Hard Rock Hell. It's the final day of the 3-day festival. I'm pleased to say, Brad from Massive.
It's the final few hours, mate.
It's the final countdown, yeah. How are you, mate?
We've survived. Yeah, I'm great, man. How are you?
Yeah, struggling, but I'm getting there very, 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 very slowly.
You've done I saw your schedule. You've done a lot. You've probably done more than me.
I've done about 34, 35 interviews in the 2.5 days.
How do you cope?
I'm flat with the cold as well, but that's enough of my problems.
Yeah, okay.
How was your set? So you did yours early on this afternoon, didn't you?
Yeah, we 4:20 on main stage, and it was great, man. We actually we were so late to our own set that because we were in here doing interviews, and we got a phone call going, dudes, where the hell are you? The band before you has just finished, and you're not here yet. And so we had to run, and we're not very caring too much. We're pretty laid back. We'll make it.
I noticed that.
We need 5 minutes. We need 5 minutes to get on stage, and that's it. Yeah. So we bolted there and plugged in and started without any. We didn't even write set lists. Yeah, it was great. Nailed it.
As it went.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
Crowd got into it. They danced. Yeah. For those playing at home, that's all that matters. They danced. Yeah. If you can get the crowd dancing, because a lot of them guys are middle-aged men that probably don't like to jump very often, and they jumped. So. Sign of a good time.
It works. Now, excuse the pun, but Massive. Are you Massive in Australia?
Oh, usually you go, you're quite short. Why are you called Massive? No. You're not the first person to do that, though.
We've done that before.
No. That's okay.
You mentioned Smoking Martha earlier.
Yeah, they just played.
They are bigger than you in
Queensland.
Yeah.
Like that's where they're from, and when we go up there, we usually play with them because they do really great up there. Australia's a big place, though. Yeah. Like Brisbane is 20-hour drive from Melbourne, so. We would smash them in Melbourne, but it's like playing London and then playing, Finland. It's completely different scenes. So, they absolutely dominate in Queensland. We do well up the East Coast, but Australia is such a big place that it's hard just to tour. You do 5 shows and you've done the whole of Australia. There's not much else there. Yeah. So that's why we like coming here.
Is this part of a UK tour that you're doing at the moment then?
This is show number 42.
Of 51, is it?
52 dates.
52, you said.
10 in Australia to go. Yeah. We have a show in Blackpool tomorrow, and then we've got 4 days rest. We fly to Australia. Yeah. And
who's supporting you tomorrow?
It's our headline show. Yeah. It's actually like a little Hard Rock Hell hangover. We've got Riders Creed and Smoking Martha on the bill, who both played today. Yeah. And it's just a party with friends. Really, we've been here for 2 months now, so. We've played every nook and cranny in Europe, and we just want to hang out with some friends, have a beer, and then catch a flight back to Australia.
Do you all go back together then, or have the other guys got things to do?
No, we're all actually going back a couple of days apart, but we just booked our own flights. We spend enough time together. We live in a van together. We don't need to sit next to each other on a plane. Yeah.
It's an expensive hobby then? I'll say not a hobby, but expensive bringing you over from Australia this regularly?
Yeah, look... The first few years we lost a lot of money, but we were planning to lose a lot of money. We weren't expecting to make money at the start. We've done all right this tour. We've probably broken even over the whole tour. When you do 42 shows, you sell a lot of merch. Yeah. We've done a handful of festivals. We've done one in Germany and 2 in France, and it's Spain. We've done 2 years in a row in Spain, and Spain just every show was nearly sold out. So. Yeah. The last show in Spain was a tiny little 150 cap room. There was 220 people in there, and they didn't care about capacities. They just squeezed in. So, over the whole tour, we probably covered our costs, and that's all you can really hope for.
Yeah. So it's sort of laying the foundations maybe for future tours.
Yeah, we've got a new album. We've got a new album coming out. So if you do all these shows, hopefully. 50% of those people buy the album, and there's some money for next year's flights, kind of thing. So
when is the new album out?
February 1st. Yeah. Yep. It's slated to come out then,
but that'll be an album launch back home then.
Yeah, we're gonna do a show on Feb 1st. We're not back here till the summertime, but if something comes up earlier, we'll be on the first flight over. So.
Next year's festivals, you mentioned 2019. Stone Deaf, of course, you've been
absolutely.
You've been shouted for.
We've got
looking forward to that because we're going to be working big time with the guys at Stone Deaf. So
you were there this year, weren't you?
I was there this year.
Great.
That's
It was such a great. I was there just walking around.
You were with Josie from
Tequila Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Good friends of us, Tequila Mockingbird girls. So they do great things as well. So that was such a great festival, and we were already kind of penciled in for it, which is why I was there kind of having a look.
Yeah.
And straight after that day, I had to email them and say, please, can we do it next year? It was so great. So
it went on well, fair play.
Yeah.
And also Rockwich.
Yeah, we're doing Rockwich.
It's just been announced as well for that one.
Yeah, we got announced last night. We got a few more up the sleeve. We can't really say on the
No, I'm only sticking with the ones I know.
So Rockwich, and same with last year, this year's festival, was the day after Stone Deaf. So I went up and had a look, and same thing, it was a great little festival, and
it is a one-day event.
Yeah,
it works well.
And everyone's just such a sort of like this. Everyone's such a family. Like everyone knows everyone in the crew, and that's what's great about these sorts of festivals is you walk around and everyone sort of knows everyone else. They've all been to these festivals, so
and
we're happy to be part of it.
There's no prima donnas.
No, of course not.
Not yet, anyway. I haven't met any. So,
not in rock and roll. Other genres maybe, but
the new album.
Yep.
It is all ready, pressed and ready to be launched on February the 1st.
We recorded it a year ago,
and
it's just we changed labels and we did a whole bunch of stuff that was. We wanted it out for this tour, and when you sign a new label and then they go, okay, this is the release date. Okay, we have to go with it. Yeah, because other bands have their albums coming out earlier, so it's better to wait because the label is there to work with you. And if they're going to push it hard, then
So you basically have to kick your heels until.
Well, it kind of works out well. Gives us another reason to tour, really.
Yeah.
We're not going to complain.
Future for Massive. You mentioned, as well as the beer, you mentioned 2 festivals which are coming in 2019. Are you likely to be coming back this way before those festivals in August to do anything?
We've got SOS Festival in July, so that'll probably be the start. We've got a couple of other festivals in July. We're just trying to juggle it, see if we can do, 3 months here.
I'm just going to say, because they're next to each other, all those festivals, so you're going to take up the residency.
We've actually got 2 festivals in Europe in September as well, so it might be a bit of a long tour, but I mean, if it works, we'll do it. This tour has been 42 dates, so maybe we'll do 50 or 60 dates next year. So who knows?
Sucker for punishment.
Yeah.
Brad, thank you very much indeed for your time, mate.
Good
always fun to talk to you. Midlands Metalheads Radio live at Hard Rock Hell with Brad from Massive.
That's me.